There you go.
Alan?
Yeah.
All right. I did not grade your test, so we're not going to go over that today. So, all right, we're going to start a new section today.
Can we start an old section today?
Yeah, we'll start an old section today.
Oh, and
It's called organic chemistry. All right, so first things first, what is an organic compound? Is that how we talk? Is that how I sound?
nah, you sound like this.
So what is an organic compound? Something you buy a Whole Foods, right?
A compound of living things.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good answer.
She just made it up.
Compound that contains
Living
carbon.
cabbage. Shut up!
So yeah, all living things are organic. All your food is organic.
I keep putting bread.
Can both of you just like shut the fuck up, please?
Can I turn a video on?
I don't think you should put this video
Huh?
on.
Can I turn a video on? Oh, it's
I
clearly.
don't think we should put this video on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll wait till next period. All right. So the simplest group of organic compounds are called alkanes. Yeah, leave those. Alkanes. So these are the ones we're going to talk about today. After today,
Wait, can you put an S at the point to contain a compound or
compound
compound
that
that contain?
contains. Thank you.
Yeah, we got some illiterates.
All right, so let's go. So the first, most simplest organic compound is called methane. So we'll start with that. Okay,
I'm trying to make it.
So since it's the simplest and the first one, that means it has one carbon in it. And if you think back, way back when, I mentioned to you guys that carbon has how many valence electrons?
1,
4,
4.
right? 4. So since it has 4, it needs to have 4 things attached to it to be stable, right? And so the most simplest thing to attach to a carbon, the thing that usually is there, that you're always going to assume is there if nothing else is drawn there, is going to be hydrogen. Okay, so it's going to have 4 hydrogens attached to it. And so what that will look like is like this. The carbon in the middle, and we're going to have hydrogen on top, a hydrogen on the right, hydrogen at the bottom, and a hydrogen at the left. So that's methane. Now, this is a two-dimensional drawing, so I put them like it looks like a cross this way. But in reality, if it's 3 dimensions, they'll space themselves out like this. So this is what methane actually looks like. It makes like a pyramid shape. But drawing it on a board, if you were to space out the bonds equally, it looks like it's 90-degree angles, but they're actually farther apart in 3 dimensions. All right, so that's methane. Next one is ethane. Since we're going along from simplest to more complex here, we're going to have 2 carbons in this thing. And how many hydrogens do you think it's going to have?
2, 4.
So, yeah, it's going to be 6, not 8. It's kind of the same as if you think about a table, right? A small table that seats 4 people. If you push another table into it, it doesn't fit 8 people, right? Because you lose 2 of the spots when you push 2 tables together. So it only fits 6. Same thing, these 2 are bonded together, so they each lose a bond. So they can only fit 6 hydrogens. All right, before we go any further, these 2 are what make up natural gas, right? The stuff that comes out of here that we put in a bunch of burners that we burn. It's 80% methane and 20% ethane. So that's basically what that's made out of.
What would happen if there's just no full gas of one of the other?
Nothing. Yeah. No, it just happens that we get a mixture out of the ground. Third one's propane.
Oh, I know.
What's the formula going to be? Push 3 tables together, how many people is a seat?
9, 10, 8.
8, right? No, same thing. We're going to fit 8 carbons here. So all the middle carbons only fit 2, and the end carbons are going to fit 3. That's the way these drawings here we go. So it's C3H8. All right. Number 4 here is going to be called what? Do you know? Huh? What's in this?
Fluid.
Yeah, butane. Butane, there we go. Butane.
Because you're a nurse.
And what's the formula going to be?
I'm guessing you added no carbon.
Yeah,
C4H.
C4H10. Okay. And I'm going to draw this over on the left side here because the camera can't see the very right side of my board. C, 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 and C.
Actually,
I can't see what you're doing now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's kind of slanted.
I thought I could see the red dot. Really? So I should go to that side? Thank you. How about, can you see my hand?
Yeah.
Thank you. C, 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 C. Okay, make sure you draw all the lines. These bonds are important. They are the, well, the lines are what? They're just pairs of electrons, right? They're the covalent bonds.
Is there one more after this?
There are several more after this, but I'm not going to draw anymore. I'm just
Okay.
going to write the name and formula for the rest. All right, after 4, and you will need to remember these 10, after 4, the next 6 are easy because they use the prefixes from shapes. So if you know your shapes,
Oh, like nonagon?
well, what's a 5-sided shape?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. So 5 carbon will be pentane. So it's going to be, what's the formula here?
C5H12.
C5H12.
I have something to say.
You have to draw the.
Well, you need to know how to draw it. It's just going to be 5 carbons long.
I know how to draw
I
it.
heard my feeling.
Okay. What's the next one after this? 6 sides. Right? Hexane. Hexane gets 6 carbons. So C6H what? 14. So you should notice by now every time you just double the number of carbons and add 2 more. The 2 more on the end, right? These 2 are the extra 2. So it's 2 times the number of carbons plus the 2 on the end. Nope.
16.
Heptane.
Oh.
Greek, come on. Greek prefixes. Not that other garbage. C7H4, H16. The Romans still like thinking of Greeks anyway. Alright. What's after heptane? Octane, right? You've heard this one used in gasoline, in reference to gasoline. Gasoline's a mixture of a few of these, not just octane, but heptane, nonane, and a couple others. C8H18. Next one, nonane. C9H20. And finally, decane, which I'm not right here. Decane is C10H22. This group, the most basic group of organic compounds, is important for you to memorize because tomorrow I'm going to give you the alkenes. So instead of an A, it'll be an E. And they'll be called methene, ethene, propene, butene, pentene, and so on. And then the next day we're going to talk about the alcohols. And they'll be called methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, and so on and so forth. So every day we're going to use the same prefixes, and meth will always mean 1 carbon, and eth will always mean 2 carbons, and pro will always mean 3 carbons. It's just there'll be different pieces added onto these molecules. So these you will want to make sure you memorize, these basic 10 prefixes. We'll use the same 10 over and over. Questions?
Oh, what's that?
This is method.
That's like, never mind.
This is what it looks like in 3 dimensions. And you guys will be drawing, we'll be building these
I'm gonna
models.
touch
And,
it. Michael, get it.
so,
Grab it.
all right, we're done.
Grab it.
Easiest lesson in the world. Somebody turn the camera off for me, please.
Mike,
What?
Ow.
Lana.
Maybe not.
Or Michael.
Michael.
What?